The quarterfinals of the Mae Young Classic is finally here.
We have gotten it down to 8 amazing competitors.
It's going to be another wild ride here tonight.
The following is a quarterfinals match scheduled for one fall in the Mae Young Classic.
Mercedes Martinez, Fisherman Buster got it. We have our first qualifier in the semifinals. Candace looking to create more high-risk offense. Oh my God, the counter, it's over. Shayna Baszler has roared into the semifinals. Oh my God, look at this.
Whoa!
A simplex and the leg drop off the top. Toni Storm beats Piper Nevin to make it one step closer to the promised land.
Dakota Kai might be in a position that she does not want to be in.
The elbow drop. And Kairi Sane will join Toni Storm in the semifinals of the Mae Young Classic.
This is it.
The semifinals are set. We are down now to our final 4.
But only one can be crowned champion.
Only 2 are going to go to the finals. Somebody's got to go home.
They are all now just one step away from the biggest night of their careers.
This has been quite the journey.
It's going to get bigger than it's already been.
The last episode before the live finale of the Mae Young Classic.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Right here, right now.
It's finally here. The semifinals of the Mae Young Classic right here at Full Sail University. The crowd is rabid. It is sold out. It is hot. And what a journey we have been on.
I mean, this whole platform of the Mae Young Classic has raised the bar for the level of what it means to be a competitor today in this business.
Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, we are so excited. Hello again, everyone. I'm Jim Ross, alongside the Hall of Famer Lita. We started with 32. We're down to 4 individuals. The semifinals in their entirety right here tonight.
These final 4 competitors have been on a journey just to get this far to the semifinals. And one of the matches we will see tonight featuring Kairi Sane, her first time in the United States, only Japanese competitor going against the young, free-spirited, and dangerous Toni Storm.
And a slobber knocker is en route. It will be the veteran Mercedes Martinez, 16 years to get here, taking on the most dominant athlete in the tournament. Here's a closer look.
Being in the ring, dismantling an opponent, it is very much just business, but at the same time, I want to send a message.
Candace is out cold.
So yeah, I held that choke a little bit. People weren't shaking in their boots before that, they definitely are now.
I gave my life for this business. This is where I belong. This is where I need to be.
16-year pro has been very impressive thus far in this tournament.
This is the culmination of all my hard work and dedication to this sport.
A lot of what I am and how I wrestle and the success I've had is due to having her as a mentor.
I have a lot of props to her because she is someone that I helped. She's part of my squad.
I look at Mercedes with a lot of respect, but ultimately this comes down to winning this tournament.
I can do anything and everything. Her weakness is she doesn't know everything.
I'm not like anyone she's ever faced.
It's the teacher versus the student.
Can't sleep on me at all or I'll catch you.
The following semifinals match is scheduled for one fall in the Mae Young Classic with a 30-minute time limit. Making her way to the ring from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Shayna Baszler.
No one in this tournament, Lita, has been more dominating than Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler has made an incredible first impression here in the Mae Young Classic.
16-year professional fighter, MMA background. She grew up in a wrestling family. Her dad, her uncle, both amateur wrestling coaches. She has no fear. She has an attitude, and she's got the 4 horsewomen, including Ronda Rousey and Jasmine Duke, as usual, at ringside.
But this will be the hardest fight of her life, fighting her mentor, Mercedes Martinez.
And her opponent, from Waterbury, Connecticut, Mercedes Martinez.
Mercedes has had an amazing tournament. She had a 2-year layoff due to a shoulder injury. And unfortunately, we have seen that shoulder be somewhat problematic here in this tournament.
Mercedes is working around that. You're always going to be aware of an injury once you've had a surgery on that. But Mercedes Martinez, it is time to make her mark. And tonight could be Mercedes Martinez night.
No doubt about that, Lita, no doubt about that. Both these ladies have unique backgrounds. They're comparable in size. It'll all be about the heart and who makes the biggest mistake. Referee giving these ladies their final instructions, and there is respect. There's no doubt there's respect between these two.
Shayna Baszler has denied that handshake up until this round. Finally showing respect to somebody. This is going to be a really interesting matchup. The two of each other, they know every move they do.
Well, little gamesmanship here in the early going. Both ladies with fascinating, talented, refined martial arts skills. Mercedes looking to negotiate a single leg takedown.
Man, I love this. Women training together, you know, you can be a little physical in your training, but when it is go time, it's a different feel. Look at this, Mercedes going right, getting physical. They're not feeling each other out. Boom!
Hard chop by Mercedes Martinez. Finding out, can Baszler take a punt and take a chop down to both knees. Tremendous velocity. Look at these hard strikes.
I like it. Mercedes owning Shayna Baszler, saying, I am better than you. I am more experienced. I've taught you everything you know in this ring.
Well, I didn't teach you everything that I know in this ring, which may be the case as this progresses. One of these two women will fight their way to the finals of the Mae Young Classic, September 12th, live right here on the WWE Network from Las Vegas.
I just saw a little smirk from Mercedes, and I'm seeing some early frustration from Shayna Baszler.
Shayna's never been in this deep of water in a wrestling ring. She's had a great MMA career, but this is a different world for her right now, but it's not for Mercedes Martinez whatsoever.
No, Shayna Baszler stepping into Mercedes Martinez home.
Early strikes.
So right back at it. Look at that aggression from Mercedes Martinez. I love it.
Baszler let her hands drop, and when she did, she paid for it multiple times, and a hard kick right to the spine. Oh, look out! The rear naked.
Baszler was not expecting that. Quick change of plans, and how does it feel coming right back to you, Shayna Baszler?
Now the rear chin lock, and Baszler can cause his hands to separate. Mercedes lost her advantage momentarily, but quickly gains it back with more strikes. We're seeing more strikes out of Mercedes than we have in the entire tournament.
We have, you know, and Shayna Baszler, when you use anything as your finish, you know every way out of it. So Shayna Baszler, while Mercedes was being a little bit cocky there, putting Shayna Baszler's own finishing move on her, Shayna Baszler able to escape, and we're kind of right back to even back out. Seeing it again from Shayna Baszler, giving it back to Mercedes.
And both of them back up to a vertical base, and then Baszler constantly strikes her own. But Irish whip first side of the corner.
It's a little frustration building.
I think Shayna is PO'd. Gut wrench.
I mean, we have not seen Shayna dominated like this, JR.
And she's not happy about it, but she's so competitive, so intense. Look at this. A lot of strength. Gut wrench into the slam. Close over. Forward leg hook. She got a near fall in this semifinal matchup. The first of two semifinal matches that you will see with us here tonight on the WWE Network. And man, what a ride this tournament has been. Nothing ever bigger for women's wrestling, ever. Another pinning combination. Uh-oh, leg hook. The ankle hook right there. The leg grapevine as Baszler looking for a submission.
Baszler's got that knee bar in, JR. Mercedes is in trouble. She's got to get to the rope. She's got to be able to turn over, but Shayna is locked and tight.
With a counter.
Transitioning there into a heel hook, still in control. Mercedes finally able to get out, but what has that done to her left leg there?
The knee bar to the heel hook, and now the takedown by Mercedes Martinez. And cross-facing, isolating the left arm of Shayna Baszler.
Shayna's locked in, she's not close to the ropes at all. Shayna's got to find a way out of there, or Shayna is in trouble.
Look at the intensity on Baszler's face. It tells a hell of a story. Leave your head exposed, you get those back elbows. That's what Mercedes has had happen to her here, and that causes a break. The exchange.
Even exchange, but I would give a strength advantage to Baszler as you saw her use power out of that submission move.
Hard forearm shivers.
Shayna mad.
Oh my God. It's frightening. And the intensity here is off the chart. The kick right to the face. Down goes Baszler. Both women back up. It's a one-fall match. Who's going to advance to the finals? This is a semifinal match in the Mae Young Classic.
Mercedes Martinez looked to be a little out on her feet, checking for some missed teeth potentially.
Face lock quickly applied, level left. Fisherman buster. And the throw from it. And Martinez holding that right leg, and that's not a good sign for her. She's battled through the shoulder. Now apparently the right knee is injured. It's certainly affecting her in-ring play here, her game. And Mercedes finally crawling for the cover. Gets body on body, and a hook with the leg got her a near fall. Mercedes really wanting this pin here. Really wanting it bad.
All four competitors at this point have been through battle. No one going in at 100%, having to fight through, dig deep to move on to be that final one standing.
That's one of the most physical matches we've seen in this entire tournament. We're seeing it right here, right now. There's a back suplex.
You see Mercedes said, "You're in my world, Shayna."
Saito suplex, nicely done, and another waist lock. Oh, the driving suplex. No release, there was a plant there. Stiff, hard, and now belly to back. The German release. How many suplexes can Shayna Baszler take?
It looks like we're gonna find out.
The counter to the Fisherman Buster with a knee to the ribs. A quick kick to the face. Man, what strikes.
Trying hard to get that Fisherman Buster. Mercedes Martinez knows she needs that to advance.
Oh, there it is.
Away!
It's locked.
Is Mercedes Martinez gonna have to tap out? Shayna Baszler is locked in.
It is tight. It is tight here.
Mercedes Martinez is trying. No, she does not want to tap. She knows that she's in trouble. You've got to fight, Mercedes. You've got two choices. You're going to pass out if you don't tap and move.
Look at how tight this is locked in. Mercedes in trouble. There's a tap. Baszler goes to the finals. It's over. Baszler wins. Baszler wins. It will go to Las Vegas for September the 12th live showdown. Man, physicality is a damn good thing. These ladies have some time to heal, especially Baszler going into the finals. This match took a heck of a lot out of both of them. Shayna Baszler was never tested in this tournament as she was in this semifinal match. That's a hats off to Mercedes Martinez.
Mercedes Martinez put on such an impressive showing throughout the entire tournament.
Take another look at the closing moments of this contest. When you're a submission wrestler, you can come from anywhere. And there you see it, so deep, so tight. There was nowhere to go for Mercedes Martinez. Man, what a match. Physicality personified. Look how tight. Look how tight. The tap or being unconscious.
Here is your winner by submission and making her way into the finals of the Mae Young Classic, Shayna Baszler.
She is a beast, and I mean that in the nicest of ways.
Mercedes Martinez has to be proud of her understudy, Shayna Baszler.
Mercedes Martinez is a hell of a coach because she coached up Shayna Baszler back in the day. There's Stephanie McMahon.
That is
Triple H.
so tough. Mercedes Martinez, as proud as she is, she's so disappointed to not be in those finals.
The great coach Sarah Amato in the ring as well. What a momentous occasion for Shayna Baszler of the Four Horsewomen.
Well, I've seen that Mercedes Martinez and Sarah Amato, deep history, wrestling all over together for a very long time before Sarah's journey here in the WWE.
Shayna Baszler receiving the celebratory roses. She doesn't seem too overwhelmed by the floral display. She just comes to fight. And on September the 12th in Las Vegas Live, she will fight in the biggest match of her wrestling career. But who will it be against? Does it matter?
Shayna Baszler is going to plow through anybody she gets to or do her damnedest trying.
That face tells the story. The intense Shayna Baszler being recognized as arguably the toughest woman in the world. Raw animal magnetism. Can you imagine what it's going to be like live on September the 12th, right here on the WWE Network? Let me tell you something. If ever a woman can be defined as a slobber knocker, that's Shayna Baszler.
You're going to give that to him. That's a big honor, Shayna, to get the slobber knocker stamp from JR. Incredible to beat her mentor, Mercedes Martinez. We have one of our finalists going all the way to Vegas.
And ladies and gentlemen, we'll decide who Shayna Baszler's opponent, or will it be Shayna Baszler's victim be between Kairi Sane and Toni Storm. Here's how those two amazing athletes got here tonight. Toni Storm gonna take a huge chance.
I don't care about anything. I
I'm just there to fight. I'm there to win.
Toni Storm beats Piper Nevin to make it to the semifinals.
まあ一つ気持ちの面ではここまで来たからには絶対誰が相手でも勝つんだっていう気持ちではいました。
Kairi Sane will join Toni Storm in the semifinals of the Mae Young Classic.
彼女の強さはやっぱりクラシックなレスリングのテクニックがすごくあるっていうところで、やっぱり私にはダイビングエルボードロップ。
I'm hard hitting. I'm not going to just work you down. I'm going to go straight for your head.
Wrong zero connects.
I'm going to come out on top. It's just what I do.
I will win.
Semifinals match is scheduled for one fall in the Mae Young Classic and has a 30-minute time limit. Making her way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, Kairi Sane!
I know you love this talent. How can you not? What an amazing competitor is Kairi Sane.
It's real now. It is sinking in that Kairi Sane could win this tournament. The WWE Mae Young Classic is brought to you by Rocket League, an award-winning hybrid of arcade soccer and driving. Rocket League is available now for PS4, Xbox One, and Steam PC.
The world's most beautiful and dangerous pirate, preparing to set sail in our last semi-final matchup to determine who will face Shayna Baszler on September the 12th in Las Vegas. It is serious business. It's always been serious business, but the odds and the emotion, Lita, are even higher.
And her opponent, from Gold Coast, Australia, Toni Storm!
She's a little bit irreverent. She, as I have mentioned, dances to the beat of her own drummer, as we see a very stoic, unsmiling Kairi Sane, who knows what this is all about. Can you imagine going through all these women, getting here in this journey, and losing in the semifinals?
Exactly. I feel like both of these women are feeling the pressure. At first you go in, no one wants to lose ever, but when it gets this close, it gets that much more real.
Man, what a journey these two ladies have been on. So much respect and pride for all the 32 that have competed in the Mae Young Classic.
I'll tell you what, I think Toni may be able to get the victory only because I did not see Toni coming this far.
Toni's got some momentum, and her Aussie fans are here. Kairi Sane. And the bell has sounded. We are ready. This is the final match until we get to Las Vegas for the finals, the semifinal matchup here. It's one fall. Kairi, as Lita so adeptly pointed out, usually smiling. Kind of a very pleasant young woman, but she's not smiling now. Collar and elbow tight. Look at the size difference. It's not the first time leading this tournament that Kairi's been outsized.
I mean, I feel like in this tournament, Kairi's generally going to be the smaller person, but Toni, for once, has the size advantage.
Kairi Sane defeated Tessa Blanchard in one hell of a match. Bianca Belair, another one, physical. Dakota Kai to get here. Nice chain wrestling set out by Toni Storm. And Kairi's got to get off her back and does.
You know, they say in our business, oh, these two have never touched. And that's the thing, you'll see a lot of new competitors just feeling each other out in those opening moments.
Nice takedown into a pinning combination. But again, quickly, Kairi gets off her back. Instinctively from her dojo training. You don't want to stay on your back long.
You know, it doesn't matter when you've studied tapes, that helps, but getting in there and feeling what your opponent feels like, it's really important in these opening moments.
The intimidating Shayna Baszler looking on to see who she'll face in the finals of the Mae Young Classic.
You know, all over the world, there's different styles, and that's what you've seen.
Well, nice counter and a somewhat of a sportsmanlike smile, I would say, from Toni Storm. Kairi's got to pick this pace up. She's known for a quick, sudden strike offense, and thus far, she's been a little bit grounded by the bigger, stronger Toni Storm from Australia. So we got Japan and Australia represented, but there's a bad American awaiting the winner.
I don't mind their technique, either of them, both just kind of feeling each other out, because if you were to attack your opponent too quick, which is maybe Kairi would have done in an earlier round, I think they're both doing the right thing, kind of taking things slow.
Neither wanting to make a mistake,
exactly.
Certainly.
They cannot afford a mistake at this point.
Little Irish whip from the Japanese competitor. You do the math. Oh, Kairi ascending to the top early here. Nobody there, and Toni Storm got set for the offense, but then gets countered with a drop kick. Kairi finally got a smile on her face. What does that mean?
You know, I think Kairi, as confident as Kairi should be, having made it this far in the tournament, it's when it gets that much scarier. I think she just got a little taste of an advantage, and it gave her that little smile that we've come to see so far.
This has been simply an amazing tournament. One of the most amazing experiences of my career to be a part of this.
Good move on Toni Storm, going right for that elbow. If Kairi can't hit that elbow, then maybe Kairi will not advance.
If Kairi can't hit the elbow, then business will not pick up for her. That's her offense. She loves that elbow from the top. Look at those European uppercuts, or should we say Australian uppercuts in this case. Boom!
Whoa.
That's a knockdown. And the cover results in a near fall. I think the more body on body that Toni can place on Kairi, the better off she's going to be, because that means Kairi's got to use more energy, more strength to get this bigger opponent off of her.
Absolutely. We've seen that a lot in these size differences. But that's what you see. I mean, it takes a lot of strength just to get out somebody being on top of you.
Kairi's trying to use those strikes. And nobody there. And I wonder if that's the best path. We'll find out. And Toni Storm right there on the apron. And her back went right across the edge of the apron there. And that is not a good place. She did not need to be outside, did Toni Storm, who seemingly had this match under control. Now what?
Well, both of the women scouting each other, seeing that they weren't going to get quite what they wanted. Here's Kairi taking a first big risk.
Big chance. Will it be all or nothing here? The crossbody! My God, off the top all the way to the outside. Dangerously close to the steel rampway. They're on the steel rampway. That's how dangerously close they are, JR. I get it.
Let's take a look at this again. Such amazing height from Kairi.
Yeah. Feast or famine here in the early going.
You see it, these moves. It's good to see Kairi up, because she definitely got a huge piece of Toni, but Kairi also hitting that steel ramp.
A lot of physicality here. High risk stuff, Lita. You know it. Here we go, cover. So all that effort, those chances that Kairi took, got her a near fall, but now she has a chance to widen the advantage. And there's a Boston Crab.
Really smart on Kairi's behalf. We have seen prior the strong zero by Toni Storm, needing to be able to pick up her opponent. You can't pick up your opponent if your back's out. And if Toni Storm can't reverse or get to the ropes, Toni Storm is in trouble.
Now the half crab. Still that great pressure on the lower back.
Still in trouble, but with one leg free, able to get to the ropes.
Toni now essentially out of bounds by touching the ropes, getting in the ropes. Referee calls for break, gets a clean break. Good officiating, a nice clean break by Kairi. And, oh, that was well scouted. We've seen Kairi do that before. She paid for it. The suplex, the throw.
Man, these women, they know if they get just the smallest opportunity, they have to pounce.
The hip attack finds its mark. And Storm getting ahead of Sting.
Oh!
Caught with a spear. In the center of the ring, the counter was the spear by Kairi Sane on Toni Storm.
Look at Kairi's face, you can see on the side. I don't know if that's where she hit the steel ramp on that dive or just the blows from Toni Storm.
We have it. Take another look at this. You got the hip attack, and then the counter. Right there, you see the spear. Great counter by Kairi, but Kairi's got the imprint, I think, Lita, of that secured that
the steel
ramp
gate,
way.
yeah, just the steel grate of the ramp
on her face,
imprinted on Kairi's face.
Kairi trying to fight her way back up and fight through the pain, fight through the adversity, the challenges of fighting a bigger opponent. Toni Storm's only 21. Just getting her career underway here. Hard shots.
When Toni talked about her time in Japan, she said it was the most difficult thing she'd ever done. Kairi's used to that. And the winner going into the finals is on the line right here. Both of these women giving it everything they have.
The finals fought in the Mae Young Classic is on the line right here, right now. The 21-year-old Australian Toni Storm. Oh, just got caught coming in. A little inexperienced move there, maybe. Got overzealous. And now can Kairi Sane take advantage? It's all on the line. It's all or nothing here for Kairi Sane. Will she go to Vegas or not? As far as Toni Storm, hell no, she's not going. I'm going. I'm going to go beat Shayna Baszler in the finals.
Setting up for her finish here. Strong zero. Can she get it?
Wow, this is, if this hits, you gotta think it's over. Toni Storm. Oh, the referee's hand was coming down. Seconds, inches away. Storm can't believe it.
Storm can't believe it. Very impressive, but the thing is, I wish Toni hadn't walked around like that, just killing time to get in there, make that impact and keep going.
Inexperience. She's 21.
I know.
You know, she's getting her journey started here. But you're right about that. Young lady has wrestled in 13 countries before the age of 20. Amazing career she's had at age 21. And look at the fight here by Kairi Sane. Oh, the back fist blocked.
Oh.
Cross arm breaker attempt. And look at the submission.
Wow.
The submission here.
To the arm, the elbow.
The strength of Toni Storm trying to break the arm of Kairi Sane.
What good technique. That looks so painful. Kairi's got to get out of there.
The little pirates walking the plank here.
We could have a winner. Look at Toni. It's got that cinched in. Kairi's going to tap.
Inches away from Kairi Sane.
In the middle of the ring. You've got to move. You've got to look at that. Toni is not going to let that go.
It looks like Kairi's got a couple of options. A broken arm or tap out. But she rose on her back. And look at the counter. The counter. Toni lost wrist control. Lost her advantage. And a hard shot by the Australian. Reeling, and finally down goes Kairi Sane. Toni Storm willing to take a chance. We saw Kairi Sane take one earlier. Toni Storm, all or nothing. Is that what we have? Oh! The leg drop across the back.
You could see how badly both of these women want this, JR.
My God, what a chance. What impact. The leg drop off the top. right to the lower back of Kairi Sane. Kairi writhing in pain.
Toni feeling the effects too. That's the thing with those top rope moves, the high-risk moves, they usually don't come without a price.
And both these ladies have punished each other. Their bodies have got to be racked from stem to stern. No pun intended, Kairi. The pain, there's that connected. Toni couldn't block that back heel punch. The back fist was effective.
Kairi taking out the back of Toni Storm. Great thinking there on behalf of Kairi.
Hear the guttural scream of both these ladies. Kairi Sane drops the elbow right to the back. She loves the elbow drop, and she's damn good at it.
I love this. When there's so much on the line, you don't care if your arm has been taken out, how much pain is there. This means everything to both Kairi and Toni.
Who's going to go to Vegas? Who's going to meet Shayna Baszler in the finals of the Mae Young Classic?
Kairi calling for the elbow. Can she get it?
Oh, Kairi jumping halfway across the ring. The elbow to the spine. The leg is up. Yes! Kairi Sane will meet Shayna Baszler. Las Vegas, here they come, live, September the 12th, and what a victory. What a hard-fought victory for Kairi Sane. Her Japanese fandom and the fans she's made around the world here on the WWE Network have got to be proud, as they should be, of this young lady.
Kairi Sane, you can see now feeling the effects, because until that bell rings, it doesn't matter what you're feeling, it doesn't matter the pain, whatever it takes to get to the finals. Kairi did it without the use of her arm, just went ahead and went up there and delivered that elbow for the win. Amazing performance. Toni Storm making her name tonight.
Kairi, never the biggest dog in the fight, overcomes the odds again with a very physical 21-year-old Australian who has a world of potential and a magnificent upside. But boy, has business changed, and will it pick up big time. And now Shayna Baszler knows that she must ground Kairi Sane to win the Mae Young Classic in Las Vegas.
Jared, let's take a look at how this all went down. Early part, Kairi goes up top, scouts Toni Storm. The face hits the grate.
Kairi's face bouncing off the security of the steel rampway. Somehow, Toni able to get back into control, and this should have been it. And this shows you just how badly Kairi Sane wanted to win this thing.
Look at Toni's face. Couldn't believe what this woman still had left. Going for taking out Kairi's arm. That looks so painful.
I don't know how the hell that this young woman did not tap out. That's what I don't understand. It's grit, it's toughness, it's will, it's passion. And then she overcomes it all with this the vintage elbow off the top rope, right to the mid-back area. Here's another look. Look at this elevation. And the accuracy. And the velocity right there. You see it.
Here is your winner, and advancing into the finals of the Mae Young Classic, Kairi Sane!
And this is going to be a matchup for the ages. Kairi Sane, her passion, her heart will be outsized, will be outwoven size-wise against the dangerous Shayna Baszler. I cannot wait to beat it.
They just fought a battle. Toni congratulating Kairi, as disappointed as Toni Storm must be right now.
Toni Storm has got an amazing upside, showing phenomenal class. You gotta have fans a lot of time for Toni Storm. This is a large part of what this tournament is all about. Class, competitiveness, and the love to compete. The love to compete. How can it get any better than that? Triple H, his wife Stephanie, Sarah Amato. Oh, what a night. What a tournament. The littlest dog in the fight is going to fight the biggest dog in the yard.
You see that smile back on Kairi's face, but it's totally different than we saw all tournament. There's that smile that we've seen from Kairi from the beginning. So proud to be representing Japan here in the Mae Young Classic. What an amazing night for Kairi Sane.
And what an amazing tournament. What an honor it has been to be a part of it. A couple of more highlights in the closing moments. Look at this elbow. The accuracy, the velocity, and by God, taking a chance.
And this time the chance was huge. Kairi Sane advancing to the finals with that big elbow to the back.
I love the velocity. What a heart, the courage of Kairi Sane has earned her way into the finals of the Mae Young Classic. But what awaits? Oh, the deadly, the destructive Shayna Baszler. And we'll bring it to you live on September the 12th from Las Vegas, right here on the WWE Network. And there you see it, ladies and gentlemen, the finals of the Mae Young Classic, represented with Shayna Baszler, bigger, stronger, and she is trying to intimidate Kairi Sane long before September the 12th.
You don't intimidate Kairi Sane.
Let's fight. And fight is what we will do, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, your finalists in the 2017 Mae Young Classic, Shayna Baszler and Kairi Sane.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you'll join us. What a classic tournament this has been, but we're damn sure not through. The finals, live on the WWE Network. Kairi Sane, Shayna Baszler, one-on-one. Somebody's going to win it all live on September the 12th from Las Vegas.